When we think of Japanese mountains, there's usually just one that pops in mind, the iconic snow-capped Mount Fuji. But Japan's wrinkled terrain is blessed with many other peaks. One of the most culturally significant is Mount Daisen in Tottori Prefecture. At the right angle, it looks just like Mount Fuji, only smaller, but its importance goes beyond appearances. The volcanic Mount Daisen is the most revered mountain in the country. It is so sacred that up until the Edo period, no one is allowed to climb it unless accompanied by an assigned monk. Today, it is open to the public and hosts a number of villages that you may visit. But Mount Daisen is just one of the many destinations in store for you on this side of Tottori Prefecture. Hey there, poor traveler! We are Vince and Josh, and in this video, we're taking you to the western half of Tottori Prefecture and we'll share with you some of the best things to do and places to visit in Yonago City, Sakai Minato, and Daisen. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new travel videos. Daisen White Resort Skiing. The slopes of the mountain are home to several snow resorts. Whether you're a beginner or a more seasoned skier, you'll find a ski resort that matches your needs. If you're like me who's just starting out, you can hire a skiing instructor. One of the most popular is Daisen White Resort, which is just a short walk from Daisen Tourist Information Center and bus stop. This is where I learned to ski. If you don't have skiing gear yet, you may rent some for a fee. Here are the rates for gear and equipment rental and lift access. A 500 yen security deposit is also collected per person. You may rent a ski set, a snowboard, snow boots, and even a snowshoe. Speaking of a snowshoe is a type of footwear used to walk on snow. It looks just like a shoe on a sled. The sled distributes the weight of the wearer so that you won't sink even if you're stepping on thick snow. It's a bit bulky, so it needs some getting used to, but it's quite easy to learn.
Walking on snow. So that's snowshoeing. So basically we're walking around town wearing this and holding these buddies right here.
At Mount Daisen, snowshoeing is one of the activities you may enjoy. You can walk through the snow-covered forest for 2 to 3 hours admiring the scenery along the way. If you're lucky, you might also get to see hares and other forest animals. Small animals only, nothing scary, don't worry. We tried it and it was a lot of fun.
We're still here, we're still trekking, we're still snowshoeing. Hello.
Hello.
Look at how white the snow is.
We made it across the forest all the way up to Daisenji Temple and back. Of course, since it's my first time to use snowshoes, I got buried in snow a couple of times. Snowshoeing is usually only offered from January to March. And here are the rates. Since I already mentioned Daisenji Temple, well, let's talk about it. Daisenji stands halfway to the top of Mount Daisen. It was built in year 718. During the Heian period, it was the center of Shugendo, a religion that combines elements from Shinto, Taoism, and Buddhist mountain worship. Eventually, it became a site for the Tendai Buddhist sect until the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century. It was reopened in 1903. Sakai Minato Fishing Port Tour. Sakai Minato has been the fishing base of Western Japan for many decades now. Facing Japan Sea, Tottori Prefecture has all the right conditions for a lot of marine life forms to thrive. Hence, it's no wonder that Tottori is famous for its seafood including Mosa Ebi, Iwagaki oysters, white squid, and the Matsuba crab.
Hey guys, so we're here at the biggest port in Tottori Prefecture and we're gonna witness the auction. And today they're auctioning off crabs. Yeah, we're excited to see how the whole process goes.
Sakai Fishing Port is the largest fish port in Tottori Prefecture. If you visit before sunrise, you can have a guided tour of the fishing port and witness a crab auction up close. You'll see how representatives from restaurants from around the prefecture and even other parts of the country bid for crates of precious crabs. I forgot how much the tour costs, but I remember thinking that it was pretty low. After the tour, proceed to Sakay Minato Seafood Direct, a nearby market. You'll find several shops inside, each with their own display and tanks with live crabs and fish. There are tables where you can eat. In fact, during our visit, we bought mosa ebi, found a seat, and munched on them right away without cooking. If you want a proper sit-down meal, you'll find a couple of seafood restaurants inside too. Gegege no Kitaro is one of the most successful manga and anime series in Japan. It's credited for bringing to a larger audience Japanese mythology and folklore. It was the brainchild of manga artist Shigeko Mizuki, who was raised in Sakay Minato. Near JR Sakay Minato Station is a road flanked with more than 170 bronze statues of characters from Gegege no Kitaro. Walking down the street is like walking into another world. If you're a fan of the series, you shouldn't miss this. Not too far away is Mizuki Shigeru Museum, which showcases the life and work of the famous manga artist. While Kitaro is Sakay Minato's biggest icon, another major point of interest for manga and anime fans is located not too far away, in Hokue, the birthplace of the author of Detective Conan, Gosho Aoyama. Hokue is also known as Conan Town because its map is dotted with monuments paying tribute to the manga. If you're arriving by train, you'll be using Conan Station, a train station completely illustrated with characters from the beloved manga. Drop by Conan's house, Beika Shopping Street, and of course, the Gosho Aoyama Manga Factory. Tottori Hanakairo Flower Park. Japan has a lot of flower parks sprinkled throughout the country, but the Tottori Hanakairo Flower Park, or Tottori Prefectural Flower Park, is remarkable for 3 reasons. First, its size. It is the largest in Japan, covering an area of 50 hectares with a 50-meter dome at the very center of it. Second, its grandeur. It boasts over 2 million individual plants of over 400 species.
So this dome is part of the Tottori Flower Park, and this houses several species of flowering plants, including orchids, many types of orchids, and many others. So it's a good, relaxing stop for those visiting Tottori Prefecture, especially for kids and families.
Lastly, the scenery. It lies at the foot of Mount Daisen, offering an unobstructed view of the sacred mountain. Yonago City Tour. Yonago City has its share of tourist attractions, including Kaike Onsen, a hot spring area along the coast of Yonago lined with almost a dozen spas and baths. The main attraction here is the warm water that comes from the seafloor, believed to have healing benefits among others. Also check out Yonago Castle Ruins. In Japan, most great cities have had their own castle at one point in their history. But like Tottori cities, the castle of Yonago no longer stands. Yonago Castle was destroyed in late 1800s in time for major restoration. What remain are the base structures. You also shouldn't miss Yonago City Museum of Art, which is an art gallery that houses permanent collections of photographs of Tottori's homegrown talents like Teiko Shiotani and Shoji Ueda. It also exhibits several paintings and other pieces. And don't leave without dropping by Kotobuki Castle of Sweets, a souvenir shop built after the image of the Yonago Castle back in the day. Inside is a store selling desserts and seafood products and a cafe. From the deep sea to the highlands, West Tottori is bursting with natural resources that provide top-quality produce and catch. Yonago and Daisen are famous for Tottori beef and Daisen chicken. Sakay Minato is also celebrated for its fresh seafood. As mentioned earlier, the Matsuba crab or male snow crab and mosa ebi or stalwart shrimp are just 2 of Tottori's most immaculate winter treats. Both are packed with soft, succulent meat that have a distinct natural sweetness. Both can also be eaten raw, straight from the market. Neighbors Kotoura and Kurayoshi also serve Gyukotsu ramen, a one-of-a-kind noodle soup that uses cattle bones for its broth. Because there are a lot of interesting must-try restaurants on this side of Tottori Prefecture, we will be creating a separate video for it, so you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and bell icon next to it so you're first to know when it's up. If you need more information about traveling around Japan, you'll find comprehensive travel guides with sample itineraries on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or check out the link in the description. If you have questions, make good use of the comment section below. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just look for @ThePoorTraveler. You may also tune in to the Poor Traveler podcast on Spotify. That's all for now. Remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every trip worth it.